So he went to Walmart to make an exchange and ended up shooting and killing a gunman in the middle of a very violent crime spree. The man being called a hero talked publicly about Sunday's shooting for the very first time today. Here's King 5's Drew Mickelson.
David George may be a pastor at one of the biggest churches in Oakville, but even for him, it's hard to talk about.
I have, in my understanding, been cleared of any wrongdoing in the matter with regards to my fatally shooting the man.
But he wanted to tell his side of the story, to explain what he did and why.
Who instigated the violence on June 17th?
There is a man on Israel Road heading towards Tumwater High School with a gun. He crashed his car and he's running down the road shooting at people.
The calls started coming in Father's Day afternoon. A man with a gun trying to steal cars, then shooting people and firing inside the Tumwater Walmart.
I was speaking with an employee at the customer service desk while my wife and my daughter and my granddaughter were in a checkout line to purchase additional items.
David George was there making a return when he heard the bangs.
I was sure that what I heard was gunshots, and was familiar with how I should respond considering mine, my family's, and the public's safety.
The pastor is also a volunteer firefighter and EMT with Oakville Fire. He's trained to respond to active shootings and is a gun range safety officer who carries a concealed weapon. So when police say Tim Day came into the Walmart shooting to steal more ammunition, George made sure his family got out and then he got ready in the parking lot.
I followed carefully along with another citizen carrying a firearm, unaware of what the shooter would do next or where he would do it. The gunman attempted to get a car, and when he failed, he moved to another, screaming at the driver.
He says the gunman started walking towards where George thought his family was.
When the gunman began threatening another person for the use of their car, I moved in order to have a safe shot at the gunman. He entered the vehicle, which I considered an even bigger threat, and I fired to stop the shooter.
David George says he's, quote, grieved by Tim Day's actions that demanded the deadly reaction.
My family, my congregation, and I are praying for the gunshot victims' full recovery and for all those that are suffering as a result of Sunday night's tragic events, including the shooter's family.
That shooting victim he mentioned, Rick Feevey, remains in critical condition up at Harborview. His son says the family is hopeful he can start to make some improvement. The family also says they have been in touch with Mr. George and they're very grateful he got involved here. In Tumwater, Drew Mickelson, King 5 News.